Hey guys, Colton here from the EV Kingdom, and welcome to part 4 of What If Team RWBY Had Their Superpowers. I know I said in the last video that I was going to pre-record this in the next part with it, but I couldn't get to it right away because I had a lot of thoughts running through my mind, and, well, right now I can't really post anything either, so I thought why not get a few voiceovers done and over with. So yeah, here I am. Anyways, he's in the last part of the What If. Volume 2 had a very different showing. I think they were able to take Neo and Roman out pretty easily with clever tactics, and RWBY just being able to appear behind them. So the train stuff ended up changing because of that, leading to Yang facing the guy with the chainsaw blade, and discovering how to use her power in a different way than she did before. And the one heading the train was Adam. And Weiss, with her gadgets, instant fighting style, was able to at least be a decent opponent, but Adam just had more power, and Weiss didn't have anything to really protect her. So she got injured, and Blake ink out a vengeance and caring about her friends more than her fear of Adam, took him down like any wrestler would, and in a one-sided match. So yeah. Anyways, we cut back to where we left off, which was Weiss in the hospital. And yeah, all of her friends and teammates, and I believe even some of her family would come to visit her, but I'm only gonna go over 2. The only family that would come visit her at the moment, because they're not really busy and they can drop everything, and because they truly care, Weiss. Well, Winter. They all have W's. It's hard to keep track. Anyways, Winter, being an actually concerned sister, is mostly visiting to make sure she's alright, and to scold her for being so stupid. And I think she would consider the idea of Weiss staying with their family instead of being at Beacon or even going to Atlas. But Weiss quickly throws that idea out the window. So Winter at least agrees to stay until her sister gets fully recovered. And I'm gonna mention this real quick, but I don't really know how long between in volume 3 and 4. Well, 2 and 3. So I'm going with the assumption of a few months, due to how the leaves changed between volumes. So Weiss will eventually make a full recovery and not have to worry about her wound opening up again. But due to it, they will not be participating in the Vital Festival. Getting that out of the way right now. Now to the second visitor Weiss has, who's more common, Blake. And if any of you guys watched volumes 5, you would already kind of get a picture of what I'm doing here. But Blake's always coming to make sure she's doing alright. Yeah. Making sure she has food, water, a change of clothes, taking care of her stuff. Basically everything. And to try making up for letting a friend of hers get, stabbed. With Weiss being way more vocal than Yang, and also being used to this, and now having one of her friends do it, she just tells Blake to stop. She got hurt protecting her friend, and she didn't. She got hurt again. She would be alright with it as long as it means she can protect her. She's important to her, and well, basically gives us feel about Blake not needing to do all that. She would just be happy with Blake being there. And despite me being terrible at explaining it, it would be a cute moment. And I personally believe where White just tells Blake that they're friends and she's important to her. And if Blake keeps insisting that she has to make it up to her somehow, I think White would pretty much tell her to never leave her side. Or her friends. So, she says that Blake, he cries, and they hug. A cute moment. I need to explain things better when I start recording because I have these planned out very differently in my head. But anyways, we start on the Volume 3 stuff now. And since Team RWBY cannot really participate in the Vital Festival, they're mostly watching from the sidelines. And everything happens except for the RWBY fights. So, basically, we're sticking to canon events right until the finals. And since Ying's not there, she is not locked in her room. And after RWBY realizes that Emerald's using her semblance and start doing something to make Kira freak out during the fight, she doesn't have to run, and she can pretty much teleport over there. Even if Emerald tried stopping her, and she would just be teleported away with her by accident, and Pyrrha's fight wouldn't end with Penny dying. Originally, I was gonna have this happen as in canon, but thinking more about it, RWBY was pretty quick to respond, only getting blocked by Mercury. And now she can just teleport, so yeah, Pyrrha doesn't kill Penny. Which also means a lot more changes will happen. One, Emerald is currently panicking because the plan's failing. And I was gonna say Cinder, will start her plan sooner rather than letting death happen. Just attack people with their maiden abilities. Needs to cause the panic. I've already done a what if where Cinder's plan doesn't even work, so yeah, I was prepared for this. Anyways, he's getting back to topic. Cinder would attack some people, cause panic, the Grim attacks happen, but again, differences. One, Penny is still alive, meaning she's helping in the fight. Meaning the Grim are not that big of a problem right now. Second, Yang isn't locked in her room, so she doesn't have to run around all the way there to join in the fight. And she's already been figuring more about her powers, so yeah, she's also helping the fight, and the Grim are easily starting to fall back. Especially with Blake and Weiss helping in the situation as well. Sadly, the stuff involving the Fall Maiden still happens as in canon. And so all that will still be going on. RWBY, however, she's honestly doing a different job. Now, they might not be able to stop every single Grim, so RWBY plans on teleporting those who can't fight to a better location where the Grim cannot affect or harm them. So she's basically teleporting around, getting people to safety. Meanwhile, Weiss, Blake, and Yang are fighting. Weiss isn't fighting as much due to her injuries, but with her tactics and gear, she's at least holding her own. And providing support to Yang and Blake. So the Grim are actually getting taken care of pretty well. The White Fang are not really involved right now, so no need to worry about them. And RWBY would eventually teleport to John. John tells RWBY what happened, and RWBY would teleport up there only to see Pierre die. I'm saying this still happens because RWBY was in the middle of teleporting everywhere else. And he doesn't have a limit on how often she can teleport, but it is still taxing to do it constantly. So yeah, that still happens. It's RWBY's knocked out and they all have to return into her. And RWBY has to get it sent back home. Difference is, here, a lot of people are safe and are actually thanking Team RWBY. Second, I believe during the fight, Blake's ribbon would come off, so people did and end up seeing that she's a faunus. But due to the situation and the White Fang not really being involved in this what if, they're not as hateful to her. And they would also still appreciate the help she did provide, and even if she's a faunus. And due to how safe and sound everyone else is, and how many Grim they did take out, Team RWBY and everyone else would be dubbed heroes. So yeah, that's good. But a real moment I want to talk about. When Joshny comes to pick up Weiss. In the original, Weiss went with her father due to it being being her go-to mindset at the moment. Here, Blake would try going with Weiss, or at least convincing her father not to take her. Jock not liking faunus and also not wanting to be told what to do would kind of push her back. And this would make Weiss angry. And to the point she snaps at her father, telling him she's not in control of who she befriends, what she wants to do, and just because she's angry and I want to do this personally. She also mentions that he cannot tell her who not to date, and then proceeds to hold Blake's hand right in front of him. Yeah. To be fair, I've been considering Bumblebee for this what if, but when I got to this point, I just he felt like Blake and Weiss would have more of an impactful relationship in this, so yeah, I'm going with this chip. Yep, if you don't like it, just let me know, and I'll read your comment. I may not change my answer, but I'll at least read it. But yeah, Weiss continues ranting to her father and doesn't go with him, so all of Team RWBY are together. RWBY wakes up, the talk happens, and RWBY leaves to go to where Cinder was supposedly from. And Team and Juniper goes with them along with the rest of the Team RWBY. And I'm gonna end it here because, well, there's a little bit more I want to mention. And I don't want to make this video 20 minutes. It's just to go over those small changes and then go through the rest in Volume 4 or in the next part. So I'm just gonna end it here. I hope you enjoyed. I hope the next recording goes a lot better than this, personally. But I still hope you enjoyed anyways. And remember to like if you want, subscribe, and so you never miss another video. Turn on notifications so you notified for whenever I post anything. And share with others to spread the word. And as I already mentioned before, but comment your feelings about this what if. Is there anything I can improve? Is there anything you want to see? Is there any videos you want me to do in the future? Or even just comment, hello, I like tomatoes. They taste like grapes. Honestly, just comment anything. And I want to see how you guys can come up with. And I will see you all next time.